Because I was asking a Jew to take off his bloody, like, yarmulke?
Tunnel digging helmet.
No, yarmulke.
Do I have to bleep that? I'm not gonna. Fuck you, YouTube.
Oh! Because of the story! The
tunnel.
tunnel in America. That went way over my head. I missed a joke you said last week as well about...
Oh, give me acknowledgement for it. Was it good?
About the Seamonkey eggs.
Right.
He said, Christ, they're in there for 10 years. You could just be chilling out in your room and a baby will crawl out your sock.
I thought that would be like a nice little intro, but that laugh was piercing. Someone's like, oh, I watched the podcast this week and you fucking...
It caught me off guard.
Yeah, there we go.
It caught me off guard.
I don't have a lot. I've had a TikTok argument this week.
Mate, I feel like every day I'm having a TikTok argument, but you've just got to stop.
No, this one was good though.
Yeah?
I found a video. I'm not going to say who. It was a brand. It was like a sports brand. Someone's starting a brand. Right. Cool. And they posted a TikTok that was like, this is my design journey of how we got to our logo. Right? And it starts and they go through this process of not liking it. And then the final one, all of the comments, and I completely agree. I've done a ton of design stuff myself. All of the comments were like, this is bad. Like, this isn't good. I mean, I'm not going to...
Hey, that's subjective.
No, it was not good. Because it wasn't fit for purpose. It didn't... I don't know what that was.
No, I want to see it.
It didn't... I'll show you off air, maybe. It just didn't serve its purpose. It was like a sports brand, and if you compared it to any other sport brand thing, it didn't match. It wasn't
even
easy
Joma.
To recognise. But Joma, you see Joma? Joma, you know it's Joma.
No, we see Joma and we know it's Joma because
I think of
Charlton.
Yeah, Chelsea, Scott Parker, flashbacks. But I saw they were commenting back to everyone, being like, "Nah, we've copied this company, or the font is based on this," and they were just like really dismissive of everyone. And I saw one of the comments. They were like, they said, "Oh, we think people haven't realised that there's more pictures." And everyone's commenting about the first logo and like one of those sweating smiley faces. So I replied being like, that's not the case. They're on about your final logo is terrible. It has no... You don't look at it and recognise it. You know what I mean? There's no... It doesn't fit. It's not... Then they like came back really argumentative, right? Or like quite dismissive of the comment, being like, well, we've measured it off of this and we've matched it up to this and we know that it's good. And I'm like, okay... You have like 50 comments and every single one is saying it's bad. About 30 minutes later, a really old TikTok that me and my wife posted of us just singing got a random comment from someone being like, this is shit. Like, you're terrible.
Oh my
right?
God, it was them, wasn't it?
And then I went onto the profile and the profile had like a full name on it, right? I punched the full name into Google. It isn't, I will say, it doesn't say they're associated with a company. But their LinkedIn came up and they are 6 minutes away from the registered offices of the company, right? So I replied...
That's a hell of a coincidence.
I was baiting him a little bit, being like, oh, it's a bit weird that you've come onto this video that is from 3 years ago or 4 years ago. He's like, oh, I saw you were posting comments on another video and I thought I'd just check you out. And it's like, oh, so you're definitely not associated with the company at all. And like, no, I'm not. And I was like, okay, because you live 7 minutes away and your full name is your profile, so I can see all of your links and stuff. And then someone else came in, another random comment popped up. So they were just, all of the people associated with the companies are obviously going on to everyone who said the logo's not great, you should probably redesign it. And I just... sending them shit.
Fucking loser.
Yeah.
What a loser.
Also, I'm posting like memes and shit has come up now because obviously I engaged a lot with the channel and they showed me a video of them like attacking like a part of the sport that they're trying to break through, and I was like, you guys are fucking stupid as hell. I'll share it. It's golf. It's a golf thing. And then they were like, when you see someone pull up to the tee box and they have the blue or the, do you know, the orange castle tees, right? And they're like, really? Are you fucking kidding me? You're going to use that? And I'm like, what are you doing? Is that how you're going to break through? Is it you're going to go, hey, every single golfer that uses those, which is millions of people, you suck? I thought that was interesting. So next time we get comments, even if they're nice, I want you to fucking attack them and then send me a message, and I'll jump on my personal account and I'll attack them too.
I don't think that's a good plan.
Might work. That wasn't supposed to happen that way, was it?
Well, at least it happens.
It will be fine, I think. Hey, yo.
Hey, yo.
You all good?
I'm good.
How are the kids? I've got nothing. We're a bit flat. It's wrong time, innit? It's night time currently. You can't tell because
it's nearly bedtime.
Because of our studio lighting.
At the end of this, I'll be tucking into bed.
I will not. I'll be driving home. But how are you? Good
I'm
week?
right.
I've not got any fun sheep-related stories.
No sheep.
I get fucking PTSD every time I drive past that field and I look at a bloody little signpost. And not much has happened. I had something I wanted to show you.
Yeah.
Did you see any Madonna-related stuff?
No.
I think it's Madonna. It might. Let's pull it up. Pulling it up.
Take this ride with me. What are you doing sitting down over there? What are you doing sitting down? Oh, okay. Politically incorrect. Sorry about that. I'm glad you're here.
So
what's happening?
What's happened is Madonna's doing a concert in, I believe, Australia. Is that what it says? I think it was in Australia. It doesn't say. She outs someone. She attacks someone who's sitting down, which I'm going to say at a concert is a risky move. And
what
she
if they're
found
disabled?
out why. They were. Madonna was going, "What are you doing sitting down?" And they're like, And she's like, "What are you doing sitting?" And she gets the mic out. And she walks up. "What are you doing sitting down?" And they've obviously gone, "It's a wheelchair." And then she just went, "Well, that's politically incorrect," and then just went on with the business. Although she did say, "I'm glad you're here."
She saved it.
I don't think she did. She sounded like a worse, knowing that was a situation. Look,
sorry about that.
She said sorry about that.
Politically incorrect. Sorry about that. I'm glad you're here.
And it's not politically incorrect.
glad.
It's just ignorant.
it's just rude.
Like, politically incorrect would be if she then went, "Ah, you cripple."
That is true.
You know what I
That
mean?
is true. Like, how do you get there? There's stairs all over the place. I just thought that's the only thing I saw that was music related.
It's just made me think of a random TikTok comment that I don't know if I tagged you in. But it was do you know, like, the sting people that like try and catch like child predators and stuff?
Yeah.
So they did a sting with a guy who's like disabled and in a wheelchair, and one of the comments would be like, "I'm confused. Does he get an ankle bracelet or a wheel clamp?"
That is good, isn't it?
That's good
Nah,
stuff.
it's fun.
There's a lot of things wrong with TikTok, but I will say the comment section are normally pretty good
But yeah, agreed.
if you want to laugh.
Agreed. There's a whole thing with TikTok, and then they're like talking about, is it going to get banned in the US?
Well, it's
And what that would
passed a
do.
bunch of bills.
I don't know. Here's the thing. I think a big part of it is they're saying that the company would need to sell it, and then someone was saying that, like, oh well, to even insinuate the company would sell it is crazy. And in my head, I was like, it's not that crazy because it's a social media platform. So when you have the biggest social media platform in the world, you probably should sell it.
And also, how much money do you reckon, like, someone would buy that for?
Yes,
Even if
many
it's
billions.
Here's the thing, like, because it would just be the. I don't know how it would work because they wouldn't sell all of it. They'd just sell the rights to America, wouldn't they? Or like an American,
yeah,
like they would have to just branch off and be like, "Okay, we don't do America anymore. You're now free to run TikTok America or whatever."
But then you couldn't have
There'd
two
be no-
companies running that have the same name. So it would have to be a different app.
Well, yeah, they'd have to, and there'd be no cross-platforming or anything.
I don't know.
Like, TikTok's in a weird place at the moment. What with all the like UMG stuff happening and pulling off all the music and stuff.
Oh, we've covered that bunch, haven't we?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what's going to happen. The one thing I will say, though, is, like, I forget that we're kind of
that's visible?
old. Yeah, I don't know. I
got
don't
coffee
think
everywhere.
so. Your reaction will be there going, what's that? It's fine, I'll play it off. I think I forget that we're quite old. And I see it a lot where people are like, yeah, but TikTok's the biggest thing in the world. It will never go away. And you're like, no. It's a social media platform. They're secular, so they will they'll come and they'll be absolutely massive. Then they disappear, and then something else comes and is absolutely massive. That's what happens.
You have to say, arguably, even Facebook is on the way out.
Yeah, but
And do
then
you know
I
what's
also
weird,
see
though?
that the numbers of users is like through the roof currently.
I thought
Facebook
it was
had
declining.
like its biggest user base. Like I swear, like 6 months ago, they were like, we had
That's
the most amount of users.
crazy.
Which I'm like,
I haven't logged into Facebook, and I can't even remember how long.
oh, I do.
That's a miserable place.
The one thing I'll say that is good about Facebook, from a band perspective, if you're a musician,
Networking is good.
not even networking, but because they own Instagram as well, you can do the Meta Business Suite. Means that you can put posts up that go on Instagram and Facebook, and you can schedule it really nicely. Like that part of it is good, but yeah, Facebook is a weird place. Here's a thing that I was going to bring to the table: bands that I followed from this podcast. Some bands that I followed from this podcast, Facebook have a thing that groups. So if you like Kings of Leon in a comment can do at everyone, and it will say Kings of Leon have tagged you and others in a comment, and you go onto it, and then they just use the everyone tag, so you get an actual notification from it, right? If you're a band, fucking stop doing that, because there are bands that are doing it 2 or 3, like once every 2 or 3 days.
That's too much.
They will tag all of their followers. I've unfollowed a bunch of people because it's unbearable. So I was just going to flag that. What I will say is, if you never do it, and then you drop an
event,
album,
innit? It's an event.
do you know what I mean?
Can you imagine? Like, I imagine Kings of Leon probably do that maybe once a year.
When they drop an album,
Yeah.
when they're like, okay,
Or
here's
if there's
the
like a big
album.
event.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know if those are the things I had to bring to the table. We're 11 minutes in. This is gonna be a short episode. Thanks for listening.
No, I've got a bunch of news flash headlines.
Oh, roll the intro.
Will I rip that off from somewhere?
It sounded quite Crystal Mazy.
No, it sounded a bit like... No, maybe like... Yeah, a little bit. I was thinking like Bullseye or something.
Yeah, it could be Bullseye, couldn't it? Do you remember that episode? We started an episode once. It was just like
Yeah,
50
good
seconds
times.
of Bullseye.
Good times.
Right, music news.
Neil Young.
Oh, that's me.
Neil Young.
Oh.
Remember 2 years ago when he pulled his entire catalogue off of Spotify?
Yeah.
Because of like Joe Rogan spreading misinformation or whatever.
Can I guess
Right.
what's happened?
What?
Is it just back on Spotify?
He's putting it back on, baby. Power to the people.
I love that.
Nothing's changed. He achieved nothing, but I guess
Nah.
it's all about the money. Give me the money.
Was
Like
it
all
2
these
years ago,
celebrities
you
are
say?
just absolute spineless cowards. Like I thought him pulling his music off of Spotify was like fucking dumb in the first place, right? What a loser. But I have less respect for him now than I ever did. Because now he's putting it back on.
Yeah.
Stick with your fucking guns, you moron.
Yeah. I completely agree. But it's also the same as people like will take on a project, a TV show, a film, whatever it is. They'll do it, and then 8-10 years later, someone's like, "That's not really politically correct," and then they come out and they're like, "I'm so sorry. I've learnt so much, and I really regret it." And I'm like, "Nah, you don't."
No.
And also, typically, what tends to happen is all of the people that have a problem and are cancelling you, when you apologise,
They get even angrier.
yeah, it doesn't work, because then they're like, no, you haven't done enough, or you need to do more, or this apology's fake. So for me, did you know the best one that I think of in that situation? Excuse me, Robert Downey Jr., Tropic Thunder.
Yeah.
He's
still getting away with it.
and he's never apologized because, and he's justified it on Joe Rogan, which I said to someone I was speaking this week. This exact topic came up, and I said that, and they were like, "Ooh," and I was like, "Okay," but Joe Rogan had a conversation with Robert Downey Jr. that was quite pertinent. But if you dismiss all of that, it's like the Jordan Peterson conversation I had ages ago, or like a few weeks ago. But he said on that he got the script and was like, "This feels like it's a great character and a great film." Called Jamie Foxx. And Jamie Foxx was like, "You have to do that. That's going to be amazing."
Yeah, but then he
Instead
also said about, like, did you get any pushback? And he was like, oh, yeah. My mum said it was definitely, she called me up and was like, I think it's a bad idea. I have a bad feeling about this.
It's good stuff. I think it's, instead of getting like, you get like a pass for the N-word.
Mm-hmm.
You got like a pass for
A blackface pass.
the black face, didn't he?
Oh,
a
you just
B-face.
reminded me of the bloody kids. Did you see the story? Oh, I forgot to take a note of this because it happened just randomly throughout the week. There's a kid who was accused of blackface, right? Because he went to, I want to say Kansas Chiefs, maybe? Is that a thing?
Oh, yeah. No, I don't know if it was the Chiefs, but I do know who you're on about.
I want to say it was a rapper as well, though, that called him up on it. Which is why I probably should have taken a note. Because I was going to say he's got to be the loser of the fucking
No, it was
of
Kansas
the year.
City.
Did I just get a football team right?
You just got the exact situation right. Look, you're reporting news here, B. Yeah, this kid.
But see, the kid is like he's
Sorry, I'll
got
get that
he's
up.
dressed up in the colours of his team, right?
Yeah.
Which is black and red, right? And he's dressed up as a native Indian, right? And half his face is black because obviously his face is black and red team colours.
Yeah.
Much like we do in the World Cup, you know, when all kids walk around with the St George's Cross pasted on their face, right? They're not clan leaders or anything. They're just supporting a football team.
God, this website's horrendous.
Right.
Let me just try and
Yeah,
get
yeah,
this out of
absolutely
the way.
trash website. So like,
that-
as you can see, right?
For audio listeners, the picture I have is him wearing like a headdress, and
And to be fair,
he's
from this
walking
angle,
sideways,
from this angle, he's blackface.
and his face is painted
But if he
black.
was to turn around,
But there's
he's
another
then red
picture
face.
is allowed, and the other half is red.
Right? So
Yeah.
to me, that is blatantly obvious what's happened there. Anyone with half a brain cell, right, goes, yeah, that's fine. That's just a kid supporting his team,
Mm-hmm.
right? Go bloody
Chiefs.
Chiefs. However, I think it's a rapper. I can't remember his name. He came out and was like getting on him for blackface, essentially. And he went in hardcore, right? I think he tried to sue them. I want to say there was a lawsuit, right?
Okay.
Turns out, not only is this perfectly acceptable anyway, right? With all the context, it turns out he's Native American.
The kid.
The kid.
Well, yeah. Well,
His
that's
his
fucking
his,
magazine.
his
Hold your fucking
granddad, who is alive, is like the chief of a tribe.
Is that a real headdress?
Yeah, well, I don't know, but my point is that he's literally Native American.
Oh, sorry. Fuck's sake. Sorry, I hit the wrong button. Yeah, I mean, and isn't that the problem though? We've said before, the people that get offended are never the group that's getting attacked. It's always some fucking.
But that's what I mean, because when he when I keep saying rapper, I don't know if it's, I can't remember who it was.
Yeah, I don't know. What I found, it was just saying it was a reporter, I think.
No. It was definitely a either a player
No.
a rapper.
No. I'm wrong. You are right. It's a rapper.
There you go. What's his name?
Who seems to only be famous for this.
Yeah, there you go.
Deadspin.
Deadspin. Loser.
Oh wait, no. Deadspin is
Absolute
a group, maybe.
loser.
So it's not Deadspin. Sorry,
Or, I don't know.
Deadspin is a company. Karen Phillips. But yeah. So anyway,
But absolutely brain dead loser.
apparently, just to
Going after a kid, fucking.
bit of info for it. Apparently, the headdress that he had on, the Indian or Native American. I don't fucking care 'cause I'm British, so fuck you all. But
And we don't really care about race like you guys do. You're weird.
no, that is true. Although we do have
No, we have racism. I'm not saying we're a perfect country. Far
No,
from it,
but we've
we
said
just
before,
don't care as much. Like race is like the most important thing in America.
They also they're big on like
Oh,
Heritage.
still like like I'm Irish.
Yeah.
I'm fucking Scottish. No, you're American.
yeah.
You're just American.
Actually, I'm Irish, and you're like,
Oh, I took
No,
a
you're not.
DNA test, and I'm also like 2.4% Chinese. Fuck off. You're a fucking American.
but so that the headdress, you know, the right, has been banned. Has been banned for a
That's an
while.
obscure reference. That.
That's been banned for a while.
Right.
Okay, so for a few years.
Yeah, but
At the
what
games,
if? Yeah, but what if you are a Native American?
you're like, I have to take this off. This is mine. I'm a chief.
It's like asking a Jew to take off his bloody yarmulke.
Tunnel digging helmet.
No, yarmulke.
Do I have to bleep that? I'm not gonna. Fuck you, YouTube.
Oh, because of the story. The
tunnels.
tunnel in America. That went way over my head.
Yeah, it went
yeah.
over theirs.
I missed a joke you said last week as well about
Oh, give me acknowledgement for it. Was it good?
about the Seamonkey eggs.
Right.
He said, Christ, they're in there for 10 years. You could just be chilling out in your room and a baby will crawl out your sock. That went way over my head.
I remember, and I was so happy with it. But hey, look, you should listen to the podcast because there's fucking tons like that. You're too busy writing your next joke. Fuck me. So we've covered a story from a game I think that was a year ago.
No, yeah, but it's recently resurfaced because he's suing. There's a lawsuit happening.
Yeah, fuck them. They should lose.
And then I think their family are counter-suing because they're like, we're Native American, and the boy was just at a football game with face paint.
Wait, who's suing who?
I can't remember. There's lawsuits flying all over. So, it's America, dude.
Wait, they were suing the family?
I think so.
Because obviously the family... What?
Because of blackface and the Native Indian stuff.
No. That was all debunked pretty quickly, though. Unless they were saying that they, like, had... what is it, defamation or something? Because obviously that all blew up in their face, but they ran the story.
I don't know.
Look at this little kid, he's evil.
It's America. I kind of assume that there's just always a lawsuit as well.
They also, the Kansas City Chiefs, right? The Chiefs, as in like the Native American Chiefs, and then they're like, "Oh, guys, we can't wear the headdresses because that's racist." But your team's the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Sail into it, you fucking pansies.
Yeah.
There's another football team that are like now the Warriors or something, and they've had to change their name because it was like the Redskins. The Redskins are now the Warriors, I think.
Yeah.
Fucking just grow up.
Also, if I was a fan of a sports team, right, and I've supported them my whole life, and they changed the name of it, that wouldn't stick with me at all.
No.
It would forever be the Redskins.
Well, it's the same with our local ice hockey team, the Bracknell Bees.
Yeah, well,
they're not that anymore because they moved.
They're not in Bracknell.
But I still say I'm going to a Bracknell Bees game. Because if I said I'm going to a TSI World Bees game, fucking no one will know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, true.
And if I say Bracknell Bees, they also don't know what I'm talking about because no one watches hockey. Anyway, next story.
Next bit of news. Did you see the Kanye West, right? Recently headlined at a festival, right, with Thai dollar sign, and that sign spelt with a dollar sign, which is cool.
I'm too white to even know how to say it.
It's cool. I don't know. It's like
Thai dollar.
Hein?
No, Thai dollar.
Dollar sign.
Dollar.
Ein.
Ich.
Dollar.
It sounds really a bit German, doesn't it? Dollar ein.
They performed, right?
Yeah.
Headliner.
Yeah.
I use the word perform loosely, right? Because they didn't exactly have microphones, and they didn't exactly sing. They literally, for an hour and a half, they danced on stage while their pre-recorded set played. Now, we've spoken before about lip syncers, right? And about how you're scum. You're scum of the earth, scum, right? But part of me is like, I get this is technically the same, right? But at least pretend. Like, at least hold a microphone. The other thing I was going to mention, right, is the whole performance, right? They're wearing these weird masks. So you can't see their face, right? It might not even be them.
It literally
could be two random dudes.
That is so weird.
It's mental. And the defense of them coming out and saying, "Oh, it's an experience," though. It's like we're still better than most people that perform with instruments and stuff. And it's like, can you imagine if you paid all that money and then for an hour and a half you're sat there with two idiots on stage just dancing around?
It's one of those as well. So I've got some videos. I don't know what they're going to be like though. I'm fucking. Oh god! Right, let's see. Is this going to work? Right. Okay. I've got enough of that. I don't know how to feel about it, to be honest.
It's just weird, right?
How's he got away with it? Is it like, has they just put a contract on and they were like, okay, so for $1 million, I'll do a whole show, but for $500K, if I don't sing live, I'll do it. And they're like, yeah, that sounds good. And then he rocks up and he does that, and they're like, oh, we thought you meant like lip syncing, like fucking everyone else does. I don't know. It's odd.
But he's wearing a mask as well.
Was he billed? Was he like billed on the? He was like Kanye West performing at Rolling Loud
I'm pretty sure he was a headline act.
Because that's my issue. For me, if he was surprised, if he was like, "Oh, I'm surprised, I've just jumped on," then I would be like, "Fine, like crack on."
No, because I've seen interviews of them. No, there was an interview of them talking about it beforehand.
Wait,
Up top.
right. Well, so here's the thing. Kanye isn't.
They're not billed.
Kanye's not billed. Why? Yen dollar sign? Is that
That's even more. I don't even know how to spell
Thai
his
dollar
name,
sign?
man. Thai dollar sign.
I don't know. Right. Oh fuck. This is a tough episode, B, because we're just too white. So basically, what I'm looking at is
We are too white.
the thing on Thursday was just Thai dollar sign with the performance. So if you went, that's the early doors as well, isn't it? You get some people on the early doors. You went and saw Thai dollar sign. Kanye was apparently there and he was dancing, but when it says fans expected Kanye West to perform, did they? Because he's not billed.
Okay, but it doesn't change the fact that there was an hour and a half, right, where there was no one performing, and there were two dudes just dancing on stage.
Yeah, it's like going to Isle of Wight Festival and someone's like, "Pass me Yorks," and they just fucking play an album. It is odd. I will give you that. But my only devil's avocado is, I wouldn't say, oh, fans were left bitterly disappointed and have wasted their money because they hadn't paid to see Kanye West. So if Kanye West turned up and had a fucking dance for an hour and a half, good for him. He was just enjoying the festival. The only difference is he was on the stage because he's Kanye West.
Fair enough. Okay, moving on. These ones are just proper little news flashes, right?
Okay.
We can talk about them a little bit if you want, right?
Yeah.
Guinness, right? This is an article, right?
Okay.
Headline: Guinness tastes better while listening to Irish music, according to scientists.
Next.
No.
Oh, you got more?
Because what I wanted to say, right, is one, right. That is the most blatant advertising campaign I've ever heard, right? Desperate attempt to get people to drink Guinness. Right?
Oh, I thought maybe they listen to Irish music.
Well, and they're both they're partnering up. They're like, we need to boost the Irish music sales,
Yeah.
and at the same time, let's get more people drinking Guinness, right? To see if it's true, right? But also, according to scientists, right? What are we doing?
Yeah.
Why are we researching Guinness?
They're not. No one is. What's happened there?
Can't we get a couple of more science people like researching cancer or something?
There were two cancer scientists. They're on their lunch break, right in Dublin, and they went and they were sipping, and one of them went, "Yeah, this tastes bloody brilliant." And then they were
but then someone put like some French music on the jukebox, and they were like, "Yeah, sacre bleu."
True, and that's all it
And they're
takes.
like, put Irish music back on a sec.
Yeah.
Oh,
But all the meanwhile, every time they put the drink down, it's one of those switcheroony situations. They keep picking up the wrong drink. Okay, that's fun. Right, trust the science. Next.
Spotify's launching music videos.
They already have.
No, they've had clips.
Yeah, no, they have. I can't remember what they're called. They're like canvases or something. I think they're called canvases.
Now
they're like the little 5-second ones.
they're launching full music videos.
I swear you can get full music videos on Spotify.
No.
Right, okay, next. Fucking Spotify.
But also, it was like, do people care about music videos? Honestly, seriously. Are people watching? Are people seeking out music videos?
I'm trying to come up with an idea, and I think the next music video we'll do something to like modernize it, and if that doesn't work, fuck it, we'll just sack them off. Or we'll do like a Kanye Westy thing. One of us will just go in our underwear, paint our bodies, and fucking roll around for 3.5 minutes, and that'll be it. Or maybe someone more attractive. We can get someone who has a nice body. We'll pay them.
Next news bulletin, right?
Yeah.
Keir Starmer,
Keir Starmer, yeah.
Keir Starmer, the head of the Labour Party,
Salt the earth.
has vowed, right? This is like, I just want to, for pretext, I don't care about either parties. Both parties, they're both idiots. They're both the same, right? Whatever.
Yeah.
I'm probably not going to vote unless there's like a vote for reform, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then
Even then.
whatever, right? But Keir Starmer has vowed, right, to cap the resale prices of music and sporting event tickets. The only reason I thought I'd bring it up because that's the first time I've ever heard
Like on a public
anything about doing something to tackle the fucking crisis that surrounds like live
music,
events.
Live events. Yeah, it's not
right?
even
Because
music.
it's not because we talk about it from the music point of view. The fact that it costs like £1,000 to go and see Adele play, right, or whatever. But it's with sports events as well. Like if you want to get a ticket to like the FA Cup or something,
Yeah, true.
again, you're talking like £500-600 to get an FA Cup ticket.
Yeah. Yeah, I do get what you're saying. I feel like stand up, it seems fine. It seems better. But then I don't know if that's because like the only time I've gone to stand up, I've been American.
Yeah,
so
a bit
maybe
more,
they're just
a
tickets.
bit more obscure tickets for a UK audience.
I don't know if I went and saw Michael McIntyre, if it'd be the same.
But it is interesting because what can they do though from a legal point of view?
Yeah,
because here's the thing, right? Because they've said they want to obviously target scalpers and stuff. But let's say, right, I buy a ticket legitimately, right, from the artist, right?
Yeah.
And then 4 weeks later or something, or like a week before the gig, something comes up and I'm like, I'm not going to be able to go to this. I need to sell the ticket.
Yeah.
Right? If there are no tickets available and they're all sold out, why would I sell that at face value?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
No, I
So,
agree.
because there are always going to be circumstances where I think people should be able to sell a ticket for however much they can get. Like if there's someone that is going to pay. But then at the same time, it's the corporation side of it. It's the Ticketmaster side of it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That needs to be regulated and stopped.
I agree. I think it comes from that, like, the issue is that demand a lot of the times is fake, because a lot of the times it's because they've all bought.
Yeah. Like it's like
100,000
whenever
tickets.
you sort of read an article and it's like, oh, Coldplay's next concert, it sold out in 2 minutes.
Yeah.
It didn't sell out in 2 minutes because for the next 4 weeks you can still buy a ticket.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's crazy.
It's stupid. So good for him for saying shit. It's
But here's the thing, even if he gets elected,
I will say,
right,
I've
a lot of talk happens.
No. When those politicians say things, what they do is they get in power and they just immediately change everything, and it's amazing. Every 4 years, because haven't you noticed every 4 years you leave the house and just the whole world is different because someone else has got in power and they've changed everything. You're like, oh my god, my bus is £1.
You know what my favourite
I have free
example of
bread.
this is though, right? Is Trump said he was going to build a wall, right?
Yeah.
And like built a little bit of
built
wall,
a bit of a wall, yeah.
but didn't build a wall, right? And now Biden is finishing the wall.
Yeah.
He's building the rest of it.
Yeah. The same happened though when Trump was doing all of the wall stuff, and I know there was a lot of controversy with the ICE, the Immigration Centre of.
Stuff is kicking off.
Eki.
I don't want to get into American politics, but it's still kicking off now over there.
But
between like government are like, or I don't know what's it called, like the
Congress.
States. God, I don't know how the different governments work.
Congress.
No, 'cause you got like the federal government,
Right.
and then like I don't know, individual government, whatever it is. They're like fighting each other at the moment.
But what I was going to say is the pictures. There would be pictures when Trump was talking about building the wall, of like kids in cages in these immigration centres that were from when Obama was in administration, but they just resurfaced them. It's all fucked up. You get lied to constantly, and then you just think there's a better option. The reason is so you keep playing the game. You go, oh yeah, but it's the wrong person's in power. We need to vote for this person, and you still think that your vote is changing things. It's not. But hey, I'm not here to change the world. No. I'm just trying to fuck shit up and have a good time.
This one's a bit of a bizarre one.
Okay.
Right? There's a bizarre problem regarding the live music scene in Swansea.
Right, okay. Yeah,
right.
Well, I could probably give you a few off the top of my dome.
What's that?
Well, it's fucking Swansea. Are people's vans getting broken into?
No, here's the thing, right?
Yeah.
They apparently, from what I can gather, Swansea has quite a good sort of like live music scene, right? There's a lot of like pubs and clubs and venues, right, that host live music all the time. Good. Right? The small problem is there are no trains out of Swansea after 10:30 p.m.
Fucking
right?
Early, isn't it?
So, like, club owners in Swansea are now like clubbing together to start petitions and stuff for like the Welsh councils and stuff, right? Because they're losing out money, but they're also having this weird situation where they're putting on live music, right?
Yeah.
But everyone leaves, right, before the headliner starts.
Yeah.
So you've got like the headline act, everyone leaves at 10 because they have to get to the train station, get the last train out of Swansea.
So stupid,
And one club owner said that they had a situation a couple of weeks ago where there was a bit of a delay because there was a couple of technical issues, right? So the handover between the second to last band and the last band was a little bit later than they expected. So the headliner band had to cut their act short and then rapidly pack up and sprint out the door to catch the train.
That is insane.
But I was like, I don't understand.
I think it was better on the Isle of Wight.
Yeah,
getting a boat.
in 2024, right? Forget about just the music side because they were like obviously this article was sort of going at it from the music side of it. But it's just a bunch of other businesses that are like also we don't have any late night trade, even though we've got like pubs, clubs, bars, and whatever, because everyone has to fuck off at 10 o'clock.
It's fucking so stupid, isn't it?
It's mental.
Why doesn't someone just privately fucking have a bus then?
I don't know.
Like the late night bus, the party bus.
But the stupid thing is
Don't
as
call it
well,
the party
though,
bus.
the
That's
stupid
fucking
thing
terrible idea.
is in the article, there was talking to one man and he was like, it used to be a problem in Cardiff, right? But everyone sort of, all the businesses and stuff, where this isn't good enough, we have to have train service in and out of Cardiff later, like going into like like early hours in the morning, right? And they eventually got that. So now you can get a train from Cardiff to Swansea, right? At like 1:30. But there's no trains from Swansea out, even though there's trains going into Swansea.
Yeah,
it just seems mental.
I bet as well you would get there and you would watch an empty train just go off. You're like, can we not just be on it, please?
It's crazy.
Maybe that's what happened then. I remember I had to go. This is going back 10, 12, 15 years maybe. I'm fucking way older than I remember of having a gig or a recording session or something, and someone came from the Isle of Wight. They fell asleep on the train coming to us. And they woke up in Wales, and they just couldn't get back, so they had to just sleep at the train station and come back in the morning. So maybe that's where they were.
I don't know.
Stupid.
But just a bizarre problem to have in 2024. Because Swansea's not like a small, tiny town or anything.
No.
Right? And then speaking of getting old, right?
God, yeah.
Have you seen the lineup for Glastonbury?
No.
So that's been released.
Can I guess?
To start with, guess. I'll give you a hint.
Is one already played quite recently?
I don't actually know, but the answer is probably yes.
Billie Eilish?
No.
Sam?
No. Well, because one of the stories about how people are a little bit upset / disappointed / bored,
right?
That one of the headliners has now broken the record for the number of times they've played at Glastonbury.
Oh, I don't know who that would be.
It's Coldplay.
Oh, dude, yeah, but can I just say something? And I am a Coldplay fan, right? I'm not apologetic about that. Their last Glastonbury set is one of the best sets of music that's ever happened. It was phenomenal.
But I have to admit, though, I was looking at the lineup, and as someone that is a Coldplay fan, I've seen them a couple of times.
Yeah.
Even I would be like, I probably wouldn't even go. I probably wouldn't even go to Coldplay.
Oh, I wouldn't go specifically to see Coldplay.
No, but if I was there,
here's
the thing.
Here's the thing. Me.
What I was gonna say, right, and I preface this with Coldplay, right? They're playing there for the record 5th time, right? Which is more than any other act. But my point is apart from Coldplay, because I'm a fan of Coldplay, but I wouldn't go to see them, right? Just because I'd be a bit bored of it as well.
Yeah.
Right? Apart from Shania Twain, right? Who I obviously would go and see Shania Twain.
Yeah, so happily. Right? Yeah.
The only people I want to see, and I think this is a kind of a side effect of us getting older, right?
Yeah.
They're all playing in like the side tents.
Oh, Block Party I see down there.
You know
Bombay Bicycle. Two-Door Cinema Club.
Exactly.
Avril Lavigne.
Exactly.
Nothing But Thieves.
Exactly.
Right, okay, yeah. So I'm at other.
I feel like it's a consequence of getting older, right? Because all of the old bands that you used to listen to,
yeah,
they're now not relevant. So they're playing in like the old like side tents and stuff.
It's like right, because again from that era, that mid 2000s era. Right, huge Scouting for Girls fan. I can throw a dart at a list of every single festival happening in the UK.
If it lands on the bottom line,
yeah. South of England, you throw it, and it's like, Chale Garlic Festival, scouting for girls to be headlining it because they fucking play everything. One thing, so looking at the lineup, the headliners are Dua Lipa. I don't care for that. Isn't she like a bit of a saucy little minx on the stage?
The only time I see Dua Lipa, and I don't know if I'm outing the sort of algorithm that I occasionally get,
shows me those
is
too.
the TikTok Dua Lipa first traps.
Yeah. Well, I think that's just her
and it's
whole
always the
concert
same
is...
bit. It's always the same part of the song that she's doing, right? And it's got to be the worst song I've ever heard.
Is it because she's doing a hump or something?
Like, I don't know. But this might get copyright straight because it's so close.
I don't think it will. I think we're fine. Right. Okay. Other Dua Lipa songs are available. So Dua Lipa, Coldplay. Again, Coldplay were amazing.
But my thing is though, is that there's probably I'd be in one of the other tents, I recken, when Coldplay were playing.
No, you wouldn't.
Well, I don't know when the lineup is.
Sa, who she has, songs. I don't know any of those songs, mate. I'm sorry. Maybe I should. Good for her. And then Shania Twain. Obviously, that's a phenomenal Sunday act as well. That's
the headline of the tournament.
It's been a while since festivals. Maybe I'm out of touch here, and I don't go to enough festivals. But it used to be such a staple to get a fucking classic old.
Well, I
school
feel like
artist.
Glastonbury always does it because wasn't it like Dolly Parton not too long ago?
Yeah, Dolly. Good point. LCD Sound System is fine. There's a bunch of people I don't know. Cyndi Lauper, that'll be fun. Girls just want to have fun.
Oh, is that what that is?
Yeah, that's her. That whole sound. Michael Kiwanuka, isn't he a golf player? I don't know who that is. Kiwanuka. He's a British singer-songwriter. Oh, he's British. Who is this guy? Okay, I don't know who that is. Kiwanuka. Sorry. And then who else was it? Paloma Faith is cool. Keen is cool.
Wait, where's Keen?
Keen.
I didn't even see
stage.
Keen. Okay, I'd be there. I'd be there for Keen.
Yeah, and then as you say, 2 Dots in the Club, Avril Lavigne, but my bicycle
down
club,
here, man.
block party, nothing but thieves.
Avril
is
Lavigne.
Phenomenal. There we go.
I think my two favourite performances there would be Shania Twain and Avril Lavigne, probably.
100%. You should full mum pop. Do you have any more news?
No, that's it.
Okay.
I think. Let me just double check.
No.
Yeah, that's it, man.
As I said, a bit of an apology if we're a little bit flat today. It's late. It's 9 p.m. at the moment, so I'm going to go home and probably do the same as you. Have a sleep almost immediately. Let's listen to some music then and we'll call it there. I don't even think we'll be that short, to be honest. We're at 40 minutes now. Little shout out to our shop, indianashow.com, for mugs. You can get high quality mugs and t-shirts, which I actually do have a t-shirt on as well. Oh, my fucking fat. So, yeah, greatly designed t-shirts and other things as well. Lots of discount codes that you can find on the website. So check that out. I think I'm having laptop issues as well. So there's a chance at the end of this podcast might just be a hard cut.
You want to shout out the brand of the laptop?
No, not currently. So we're going to listen to some music. The first artist we're going to be listening to is called Pollyambient, and they're from Minsk. Minsk, which is where, is it Phoebe Buffay and Friends? Is that where David goes?
Yes.
There we go. So this is Pollyambient. Any guesses as to genre? I feel like it's a bit of a route one, isn't it?
Minsk.
No. Ambient. they're called Pollyambient.
They're called so background music.
I'd assume it's going to be quite ambient. Yeah, that is the word. Sorry, it didn't sound like the right tense.
It's written down there, though.
This is Aswad by Pollyambient. minute.
I like it.
It's really cool, isn't it?
It's cool.
Production's
It's just
really
one of
cool.
those things that falls into the category of it could be used in so many different media outlets, like video game, like film cutscenes. Like there's so many places where that could go. It kind of reminds me of, do you know if you were playing like, I don't know, Mass Effect or something, and on most of the planets there's always like a club.
Yeah, and it'd be in the background.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
the only other one I had was when you go onto the PlayStation store and you watch the trailer of a game that you're interested in, but you don't know what it is. It always just has, it always has music like that. Yeah, I just unlocked this isn't going to be interesting enough to talk about. Maybe
Nothing.
Quite boring. Fucking fair enough. Yeah, that's slipping right into a smooth transition. Then I'll just say I'll finish that. It was just really good production. I was worried at the start. I was like, oh, this might be quite long. Because sometimes when people submit ambient music, it can just mean that it's really artsy and not very consumable. This was really consumable.
Yeah.
So like it started and I was like, oh, where's this going to go? And then it fucking came in. And I was like, this is really cool.
And again, definitely could go on like a list, a playlist of like, I don't know, studying music or whatever, or like any game that you're grinding or something. Do you know what I mean?
So
like,
Dirt. Let's go to Dirt. I once was in a seminar from the guy that did the music for one of the Dirt games. And it was so interesting. But basically, he would electronically produce all of these tracks like that. But he was saying, in the Dirt games, at least this was the way, every track he did, he would produce 4 times in 4 different styles. So there may only be like 30 songs on the game soundtrack. But if you were in like a rally car, it would be different than if you were in a street car or if you're on a circuit track. And it was really cool. He talked through the process, and I was like, it's so interesting to think of them. Like that's back when they fucking cared about making video games. Now it is all just
because I think about back in the day, some of the like soundtracks to games and stuff were just phenomenal.
Yeah,
absolutely phenomenal. And even like Michael Giacchino, right? He started off by doing the Medal of Honor.
Oh, Medal of Honor.
Frogger.
I thought he was older than that.
Yeah. No, the noise that he makes when he jumps. That was him on the mic.
Yeah. We all got to start somewhere. Anyway, thank you, Pollyambient from Minsk, which is in. Let's say it with me.
Russia. I don't know. It's one of those.
Is it?
I don't know.
You can't say it's one of those.
They're the same. Belarus is a puppet country.
Belarus. 455 of the show's history. Right, next up we've got the Manhattan Avenue project. They're from a little place I like to call Manhattan Avenue.
New York.
New Jersey.
Which is in New York.
No, it's not.
The state.
No, New Jersey is a state.
Is it?
He said it with such confidence. This is what I have to fucking deal with on a day-to-day basis, is this sheer arrogance and confidence.
I thought New York was a big state that goes all the way up to the border.
Yeah, New Jersey's beneath it.
Yeah, but New Jersey's like right next to New York, isn't it?
Yeah, but you're hitting the
there's
nail
a
on the
line
head
there.
when you're saying it's next to New York and not in.
So it goes up and then out.
Yeah.
Ah.
Okay. The Manhattan Avenue project from New Jersey. It says Nutley, New Jersey, which sounds like a really British place, doesn't it? Nutley.
There is a town called Nutley.
There's obviously. I mean, come up with your own name. This was 7 years ago.
Holy moly.
Have I got the right link? Right, let's make sure I'm not on
dude.
anything. Yeah, it's quite funny. I'll bring it up if it's relevant, but I'm a bit worried it's not the right person. So I'm just having a quick look. Yeah, I think this is right. Nobody Like You. Yeah, okay. So this is the Manhattan Avenue project. This is
Show the guy.
Nobody Like You. Yeah, there's a fun little man. I don't know what this is from though. I guess from a kids show or something.
Oh, mate.
But let's play the song. Oh wait, have you done a genre guess?
EDM.
EDM.
Yeah, it's got project in it. The Manhattan Project.
I'm gonna say electronic indie. No.
Your love is burning hot like a firework in
This is lovely, isn't
I
it?
liked it. Yeah.
This is a lovely little song.
I felt like it's probably
you.
going to go places.
Yeah, and it felt like it
Alright.
did, right? But,
Yeah, oh, yeah,
but,
for
but
sure.
subtly as well.
Well, like, because I was worried initially, because cause, you know, we talk about dynamic range all the time, and it got to that point where I was like, something needs to happen now.
Yeah.
And it was, you mixed up. And
It kept happening, didn't it? Yeah, it was really good.
it was good. And it's also a good example, again, of sometimes you don't have to be sort of vocally, like, really, like, full and powerful.
It's not a powerful performance.
No, it's just,
it was
it's
subtle.
kind of laid back and lazy. And that sound works sometimes if it's done properly.
And also,
done
it can
correctly.
make it really effortless to listen to. You know what I mean? You listen to it and it's like, oh, this is just naturally coming off. Yeah, it was really, really good. That was 7 years ago. It was uploaded to SoundCloud. So I'd love to hear what you're doing now. Tagged as electronic. There was some synths.
Maybe it gets synthy.
I would. Cynthia! Yeah, I don't know if I would have tagged it as electronic. Maybe more of his music is. But yeah, really good. We have one more. Atlantic Crayons. Wait, no, that says Canyons. Wait, have I got it wrong, though? No, Canyons. Atlantic Canyons from Boston-ish.
Boston-ish?
Yeah, like they're New Hampshire-based. But if they knew that we were British, they'd probably put that instead of... Because Boston in New Hampshire. Well, I thought Boston was Massachusetts.
I thought it is.
Wait, but New Hampshire is next to Boston.
Where's New Hampshire? What is in New Hampshire?
New Portsmouth. There's a little...
Do you know what's funny? We take the mick out of that, but there's literally an old Portsmouth in Portsmouth.
Yeah, that's true. So New Hampshire, yeah, it's right next to Boston. So maybe they're near Boston.
What's the big city in New Hampshire?
Wait, isn't there the team? Sound like a fucking idiot. There's Portsmouth in New Hampshire. God,
that makes so much sense though, because just
take
for
it over.
our international listeners, Portsmouth
Peterborough.
is a city in the county of Hampshire. So
Yeah.
we've gone over there and we're like, we'll call this New Hampshire. Is there like a Southampton there?
No, that's what I'm having to look for. So what's funny is you have Portsmouth is in New Hampshire. We have Portsmouth in Hampshire. That's the original one. But then they have Bedford and Peterborough, not in Hampshire.
Yeah, that's messed up. We should have literally just
Hillsborough.
what we should have done, right, is zoom out. We should have just drawn the UK as an outline and then just recreated the UK in America.
Oh, yeah, so you could drive the same route in America and go from, like, Southampton to London.
If I had the power of time travel, that is what I'd be doing with it.
Or the
I'd be
power
like,
of maps.
We need to put all of the UK on, like, the map of America and geographically have everything
correct.
in the exact same place.
They also have Londonderry and Derry, which are two places in Ireland.
Mm-hmm.
So a bit confused there. Right, let's listen to this because my laptop is going to die so soon. It says 0 minutes, B. So I don't really know what to do here. But should we
might
listen
be
to
an
this
abrupt
song?
end to this podcast.
Yeah, I'm a bit worried though that like what's going to happen if it does end. Will it save? No, look. I'm getting some juice in. So let's listen to this track. This is Atlantic Canyons from Boston-ish, New Hampshire. Fucking got distracted with that. There's a minute. Sorry, it's a little bit over a minute. It's very good though. It sounds great.
Good stuff.
I was really interested because I went onto the Instagram. I was showing the viewers. Obviously, I just saw that they're connected with someone that we know very well on this show, Mr. Sims. Not to be confused with a game. I was looking and there's like pictures where she's playing violin and she seems to be doing it all on like a laptop and singing. But it's like, fuck, do the violin more.
I love a
I'd
good
have
violin.
a little violin melody. I love a violin.
Oh,
But it
you know,
sounded
one
brilliant.
of those like electric violins you can get where you can like distort it and everything. You can put pedals into
Yeah,
it.
but I just love a violin. It was the one instrument I never could play. And I tried a bunch. I tried as a kid. I tried as an adult. It always sounded horrible.
I think there's a violin in the
Yeah, I think there's two.
loft.
I actually think there's a couple violins up there. But you know,
Should
I
we get
love
him
the
out and
sound. No. No, I love the sounds. There's nothing to feedback. It sounded brilliant. Apart
There's
from
clean mix.
fucking
like,
whack out the violin more. Have a little melody line
you
on
don't
the
always
violin.
have to have the violin. Don't be pigeonholed into violin player.
That's true. No, it could be the
She
same
might be a fake.
sound.
She might not even play the violin.
Oh, I think
Might be all
she
for
does.
show.
Look at how she's holding that. Look.
I know she plays.
Should I unmute it? She looks like if this is bad.
I know enough about.
It's just such a great sound. Oh man, she seems cool. I saw a post about an album as well. So if you do have an album that's come out or you're releasing an album, send it over to us. Is this going to be the album? I don't know. You send it over to us. Go to IAAS.tv. We do written reviews as well, where we listen to things in much greater detail. But I'll definitely be interested in checking it out. It's a really cool sound. I'm getting cramp in my thumb. So do you have anything else to add
No.
about a song?
Oh no,
Anything
it's a great song.
To add in the episode?
No.
The only good thing that happened this episode was that you rehashed a joke you ignored from last week. So
It was a great joke.
this is basically a recap
It
episode.
was a great joke.
Yeah,
and
baby coming out of song
when,
two.
when I was editing that TikTok,
And it didn't make the clip, did it?
no, well, no, because I think to have that in, it meant I would have had to have like another 40 seconds.
I said to you that I knew the funny stuff was missing from the clip, but it made sense.
But it also, I felt bad because when I watched it, I laughed, and then I was like, didn't register to me at all.
No, you didn't listen. No, and that happens. Sometimes I'll say something really
there's
funny.
been a few.
And you'll sit there stoic, and then you say the same thing. And I'm like,
yeah. Sometimes I don't even know that subconsciously.
your
I must
brain
be
is gone.
listening.
Your brain's
Yeah,
gone.
yeah.
That's good. And it's like, hey, I've had a thought.
my brain is like those comedy writers for late night TV shows that are sat in the back of a comedy store.
You got Amy Schumer in the front of your lobe.
Who's writing stuff down. It's just great. He hasn't heard this.
He wasn't listening. But I got it. Right. We love you. Sorry, this one might be a bit janky. If it is, I don't care. If you got this far, got you, bitch. But yeah, thank you for the people that have submitted. I'll put a post out to get some more submissions. I'm looking for another writer. So if you're interested in music journalism, writing reviews, then let me know. I would love someone in America actually to just.
Yeah.
I'm doing loads and they're very
different time zones.
Yeah. While I'm sleeping, you're writing. It's perfect. But yeah, the website.
Man the switchboard.
Yeah, the website's been a little bit slow. I've just been busy in my personal life, and so has our other writer Miri. But yeah, if you are interested, let me know. Obviously, we're just doing it for the fun of it. I think we made £1 so far, which is quite good. 50p each. Buy a Freddo or
I don't think you can buy a Freddo.
No, you can buy a Freddo.
You can buy.
like a
No, I
Mars
meant
bar
like
or
one
something.
each. I meant like you can't buy. We can buy one each. I think they're 60p minimum.
That's insane. Buy.